Hot Stuff Eddie Gilbert burst into the room and he said, "Do you hear?" He said, "They're going to have you wrestling with Randy Savage." I said, "Oh, yeah." He said, "You need to look out for him." I said, "Why is that?" He said, "Thank goodness," he said, "that you're going to be wrestling with him." He said, "Not me," because I've been doing a program with him. And he said, "It's been like a war every night." He said, "He beats the living crap out of me." He said, he said, "You don't know what the hell he's going to do next." He said, "He's thrown Coca-Cola all over me and all the rest of it. And he spits and all that sort of thing." He said, he said, "I've complained that I don't want to wrestle with him anymore and all that kind of stuff." Anyway, he said, "They're giving me a break and they reckon that, they think that you're probably the only one who can handle him." But when he said that thing about throwing Coca-Cola, I thought to myself, "You do that, you bastard, I'll kill you." So I said, where is he? I went looking for him, and he always used to sort of sit in his own dressing room. I went in there. I said, I've just been told we're going to be doing, we're going to be doing a program together. We're going to be wrestling each other a lot. Yeah, I hear that. Yeah, yeah. I said, "Well, let me tell you something, man. I've been told that you're rough and you're tough and all the rest of it." I said, "Good." I said, "The more aggressive you are, the more I like it." I said, "But if you ever throw Coca-Cola or anything like that over me," I said, "I pay a lot of money for my clothes." I said, if you do that and ruin anything," I said, "I'll put pay to your career. I said, "I'll put you pay to your career the same night." And I mean, Randy was a tough guy. I mean, he could look after himself, but quite honestly, he wasn't a wrestler. A lot of people say, "Oh, he was a great wrestler. He was he's like one of the greats and all the rest of it." Yeah, he was one of the great names. But you have a look at a lot of these guys who are supposed to be great wrestlers. You have a look at their match and see how many actual holds and things they do. Now, whenever I wrestled with Randy, I would pretend to be absolutely afraid of him. I'd put Linda in harm's way rather than come in contact with him myself. I'd run away from him. And the reason I did that was to make the people think to themselves like, "Oh, that Randy Savage is really great. Adrian's afraid to come to grips with him and all the rest of it." If I had come to grips with him and I'd wrestled, then I would have showed him up and I would have killed, like I was a monster, I was a dragon, he was a baby face. The thing is, if I grabbed hold of him and I'd actually wrestled him, it would have showed just how limited he was as far as wrestling was concerned. And I would have killed his credibility right off the bat. Now, if I killed his credibility, then how good is the contest going to be?